This girl ate her aquarium fish and developed gills. Find out what happened next from the recap of the movie Blew My Mind. The main character of this story is named Mia Weber. She is forced to move to a new city in the middle of a school year because of her father's job. The girl goes to the new school. On the very first day, Mia notices a group of cool guys from her class and decides to make friends with them during break. The girl asks them for a lighter, but the youngsters only laugh back and return to the classroom. Mia comes home in a terrible mood and argues with her mother. During the quarrel, she gets so mad that she pushes her mother off the bed with all her might, and the woman falls to the floor. The girl apologizes, but in the evening she has to listen to a lot of bad words from her father. At night, Mia unexpectedly goes to the kitchen and drinks half a pack of salt diluted in water. Afterward, she enters her mother's room and falls asleep next to her. The next day, students choose where the class will go for the weekend. The cool group that Mia was so eager to befriend wants to spend time in an amusement park called Coneyland. The voting begins. Coneyland and a bike tour get 9 votes each. Mia's opinion is the final one, and the girl votes for Coneyland. After class, the guys from the cool company invite her to join them, but at some point, the teens behave rather impudently, so Mia rudely messes with them and leaves. Despite the conflict, the 3 girls catch up with her and try to get along. Their names are Gina, Nellie, and Vivian. The boys from their group banter with the newcomer, but the girls still do their best to make her feel welcome and call her to hang out with them. The cool teenagers gather at Gina's house. Mia looks at her new father's friend with interest. Behind the closed doors, the girls talk about boys and show Mia a fragment of an adult movie. Judging by her reaction, her new friends realize that she has never dated anyone before and suggest that she starts a relationship with a classmate named Roberto. The girl is embarrassed and replies that she likes older men. Then Joanna takes her picture and registers her on a dating site. New friends show Mia a dangerous game. The girls want to try it, but in the course of the game, she loses consciousness. It feels like she is falling into deep water. Mia returns home, approaches the aquarium, and, unexpectedly, eats one of the fish. After that, the girl feels sick. In the evening, she makes herself bright makeup, dances, and checks her profile on the dating site. The first responses have already appeared there. In the morning, Mia goes to school wearing bright lipstick and big earrings, but before class, she wipes off her makeup and takes off the jewelry. The girl sees Gina, Nellie, and Vivian leaving the school grounds and follows them with interest. Her friends say they are going shopping, and Mia joins them. The girls visit cosmetics and jewelry stores. However, instead of buying stuff, they hide everything in their purses. Mia also decides to break the law. Seeing the guard, they immediately head for the exit. The man rushes after the thieves. The girls run away as fast as possible. They split up in pairs to confuse the guard. Mia happens to run with Gina. The two manage to avoid punishment and shout happily while enjoying drinks on a bridge over the road. Before long, Nellie and Vivian join them. At home, Mia responds to a message from some man on a dating site. His name is Ted. He is 35 years old and he is eager to meet her. In the bathroom, the girl notices that her underwear is stained and realizes that this is not a perfect time for a date. She takes a bubble bath and dips her head into the water. While depilating, Mia remarks that for some reason, 2 toes on her left foot have fused. The girl is frightened by this fact. The mother enters her daughter's room. The woman can't figure out where the 2 fish from their aquarium have gone. Mia lies that she flushed the 2 fish into a toilet and gets a slap in the face from her angry mother. In the morning, the girl is woken up by her father, who drives her to school. He scolds his daughter for the unfortunate fish and, as a punishment, forbids her to go to Coneyland with her classmates. Mia skips school and heads to the medical center. There, she explains to the doctor that 2 of her toes have fused together. The doctor examines the girl's foot and concludes that it's a congenital defect. The problem can be solved surgically. However, Mia is sure that her toes fused literally yesterday. The doctor doesn't believe her and prescribes the girl for a full examination. She undergoes the required tests, but the doctor's frightened face makes her run away from the hospital. On the way, the girl falls down and cries both from pain and fear. At home, Mia looks through family photos and asks her mum why are there no pictures of her being pregnant. Also, she wonders why she doesn't resemble her parents at all. The woman is busy exercising and advises her daughter not to ask stupid questions. After returning to her room, Mia opens the dating site once again. She agrees to go on a date with Ted. The girl brags to her new friends that she is going to meet a handsome adult man. They agree to accompany her to a hotel and wish her friend good luck. Ted and Mia sit on a bed and try to start a conversation. The man turns on his favorite song and suddenly notices several large bruises on the girl's legs. Ted is deeply concerned about it and asks Mia who did it. She immediately gets mad and pushes the man to the floor with all her might. The girl runs away from the hotel and encounters Gina and the other girls on the way home. Mia admits that the date was a failure. The protagonist goes to the drugstore and buys bandages, disinfectant, band-aids and scissors. At home, she covers the bruises on her legs with foundation and removes the webbing of her fingers. Mia pays a visit to her classmate Roberto. He invites the girl to his room, and they spend some time together. At home, Mia has dinner with her parents. She has a voracious appetite and eats several large pieces of meat in a matter of seconds. A little later, the girl goes to a party with Roberto. The guy introduces her to some of his friends. It turns out that all the guys are aware of what happened between them. Later in the night, the youngsters have a wild dance party. At some point, Gina feels sick and Mia invites her to a sleepover. At home, the main character confesses to her friend that she was probably adopted. Discovering that her parents won't let Mia go to Coneyland, Gina forges her father's signature on the permission for the trip. Everything goes well, the entire class gets on the bus and goes on the trip. Gina adds something to her juice bottle to lift her spirits, and the girls arrive at Coneyland in a very strange state of mind. Mia is feeling unwell, however, after noticing Roberto, she goes over to him. During the conversation, she feels even worse and pushes the guy away. Roberto decides that his girlfriend has another relationship and resentfully walks away. Mia finds the women's restroom, and there she notices that her legs are covered with huge bruises. The girl loses consciousness and feels herself underwater again. That's when her friends discover her, and they don't understand what has happened. On the way back, Mia remarks 28 missed calls from her mother. Back home, she has another quarrel with her parents. The father advises his daughter to see a therapist. At night, the girl suffers from insomnia. She takes off her clothes and lies down on the floor. Waking up in the morning, Mia notices that during her sleep the darkened skin has come off her legs, so she hides these pieces under the mattress. During biology class, Mia helps the teacher dissect a fish. When everyone leaves the classroom, the girl eats it voraciously. One of the schoolgirls notices this, and Mia threatens to kill the girl if she tells anyone about the fish. Mia meets Roberto in the hallway. The guy admits that the rumors about her illness and strange rash on her skin are spreading around the school, and he worries that she could have infected him. The girl replies that it's a lie and she's perfectly healthy. Mia, along with her mother, go to a psychotherapist and tell the specialist that she was probably adopted. The girl admits that she has been doing things that she doesn't want to do lately and is unsure if her behavior is normal. Gina comes over to Mia's house and the girls try to find evidence that the main character was adopted. Mia's mother finds them engaged in this activity and forces Gina to leave. She is so angry at her daughter that she herself doubts if they are related. The next day, Mia's parents go to a wedding of their friend. The girl watches the TV for a long time, but at some point rushes to the aquarium to eat all the remaining fish. In the evening, the protagonist goes to another party, held by the lake. Gina enjoys the company of a bearded guy with tattoos, while Mia spends time alone. Feeling bad, she lies down on the ground and closes her eyes. At that moment, the guy Gina was hanging out with screams. He yells that his girlfriend has gone underwater and he can't find her. Without a second thought, Mia immediately jumps into the lake and dives to the bottom in search of Gina. Some time passes and she pulls her best friend to the shore. Gina is grateful for saving her life, but Mia runs away confused. In the restroom, the heroine finds gills on her body, which is how she managed to spend so much time underwater. After getting home, she looks at her legs covered in scales with despair. Gina finds her in this state and shouts that she needs to see a doctor. Gina is sickened by this scene and Mia drives her friend away, after which she sobs and screams in despair. Despite all these changes, Mia is still going to another party. There, the girl dances so actively that many guys have a desire to spend more time with her. Soon, Mia finds herself in one of the rooms, but after a while, Gina comes to her friend and asks her to stop. She begs her to go see a doctor and show him her legs. Hearing about the legs and some disease, the guy is frightened, thinking that it may be contagious, and Mia runs away in hysterics. At home, the girl notices that it is very difficult for her to walk. She collapses on the floor and falls asleep. When she wakes up in the morning, Mia realizes that her legs have turned into a fishtail. The girl struggles to get to the bathroom, gets in, and showers herself with cold water. Eventually, the water fills the entire apartment. That's what makes Mia feel better. She gets out of the bathtub and calls Gina. Her friend is shocked. However, instead of panicking, she loads the girl with a tail into a car and drives her to the ocean shore. There, Mia calls her parents and says that she misses them terribly. Gina and Mia sit on the shore for a long time and look at the waves. The latter admits that she's not afraid anymore, hugs her friend and crawls towards the ocean. Once in the water, Mia feels that this is where she belongs and swims towards her new life. You've just watched a tutorial on how to become a mermaid. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll release more recaps of movies that will surely surprise you. You've been watching the Movie Cat channel. I'll see you later.